Hi everyone, it's Marcy Regan here, founder and owner of The Way True Colors, and I'm doing something new tonight. I have my phone here on Instagram live, and I have my laptop. So I'm going to see how this goes, where I'm streaming into Facebook. So just give me 1 second. I'm just going to bring this down a bit, this light, because I see the light isn't the best. Just let me check that well, let's come up on the page. Hi, Lorraine. How are you? Thanks. I just did, Lorraine, the color of June. So I put on a bit of lippy and the red dress because the it's the color for, red is the color for this month, and it's actually going to be really powerful month, and really intense, which is why I actually want to come in and do a healing. Um, And I want to talk about what we've experienced in the last few days. So let me just go in here for 1 minute. Sorry, now just bear with me. I'm just putting this into my Ancient Divine Feminine group, and then you will have my undivided attention. Hi, everybody. Yeah. This has inspired me after the Magical Creators. So I thought, yeah, you know what? I'm going to try and do a live as well. So I'm actually going to do some healing, and I've got cards here that I'm going to pull as well as guidance. Um, but I'm just going to give you kind of my perspective when I've tuned in about what the story is. So I hope this is okay here on Instagram, and that you guys here are okay. Um, oops. Uh, that you are okay on Facebook. Oh, I'm getting these alerts now. This is a new phone as well, by the way. Just a minute. Right, so sorry about that. So I'm going to see how this goes because I have a new phone and it keeps on bringing up alerts because I haven't finished doing the update. But anyway, let's get down and let me talk about what's going on, what I see is going on in the world at the moment, right? So I feel that already the world was in a lot of grief, right? So this COVID-19 pandemic has been a shock to everybody, a shock to the system. And so the fact now that we had, um, a killing, a horrendous killing in America, and then it's opened up all this um, can of worms, really, all this energetic portal of, which I feel actually is a great opportunity. It needed to happen, right? Like the new earth. If we want to create something new, I remember actually like probably maybe 3 years ago, it's just like I was bringing people from where they are over to this new divine feminine oneness. And I was told by my guides is that, people cannot come in without, with the baggage, with the old stories, that they have to be willing to let go of the old to step into the new. So we couldn't move forward into this new earth that we are creating together with the old paradigm, with the old structures, with this racism. And this isn't really, I really believe that this is not just about the color of your skin. What I'm seeing, because I work with women and my mission is to really bring women into their divine power and their divine worth, to be recognized, to be wealthy, to have the end, to no longer sacrifice themselves, to stop with the guilt and all of these experiences that women put up with, in fact, and are carrying. And there's a lot still going on today where women are not recognized, and there is racism going on because you're a woman. And I have been found in Ireland here. Now it's been corrected, but again, why should a woman have to stand up and say, "Excuse me, that is not right"? So when it came to giving, payments to people who weren't working, those women who were on maternity leave didn't get the payment. And it was only when there was, people were up in arms, and I'm just like, why did women why did it have to be that the woman had to take a stand, tap you on the shoulder, and say, I have the same rights as everybody else? So it's across the board. So what I want to do tonight is I want to just bring in the healing. Because the other thing I want to say to you is that I know that we all want to be making a difference. I know that this is affecting us all, but the greatest thing that you can do right now is to mind your energy, is to keep your vibration high in love, plugged into divine source, grounded into the heart of Mother Earth, and just really having that frequency and vibration, and from that place decide what action you want to take. I don't know if going out fighting and revolutionizing is going to be like, that will be part of maybe some of the soul's callings, but the majority of the soul's callings, I feel it's like doing other acts of kindness. It's just like, looking to see maybe where you can, like, I've heard of an organization, I can't remember the top of my head now, but I can share it in the comments afterwards, but whereby you can actually give some money to help people who have been arrested in those kind of similar circumstances, and you can give them, can help to have them bailed out, right? You can keep your vibration high and know by the energy of the osmosis that this makes a difference. What we need more than anything in this world right now is love. That's what we need. Hi Anne, love. I love you too, my darling. And so I wanted to come in to say that yes, that there. Oh, sorry, I hope this is going to work with me and technology, guys. It's unbelievable. You know that I'm getting these alerts up on my Instagram. So thanks for staying with me. Yeah, so what I wanted to say is that the greatest contribution that we can have right now is our presence and what we feel called dropping into our heart and seeing, how can I make a difference? And this is for everybody. How can simple things like, where am I judging other people? Where am I criticizing other people? And it might actually be yourself. Let's start with you first. Besides going out and wanting to heal the world, the healing starts with ourselves first, okay? And once you have that, then you've got something concrete to bring to the world. Your presence, your energy. This is what counts, okay? So I'm going to tune in and I'm going to see what comes in relation to the healing. See, the light here on Facebook isn't the best, but anyway, I'm going to go with it. In fact, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just ask for guidance on what is the guidance about what is going on right now in the world, right? So, in fact, this card came up. Right, so 2 cards are after coming up here, right? The first one is constant change, and we are seeing right now constant change, right? Constant change. Now, when I look at this actually came up for a client today that I was working with, right? When I look at those colors, I'm going to kind of pull back a little bit to see, so that you can both see it, the Instagram and Facebook. So the blue is about, sorry, I'm going to put it here because then both sides will keep. The blue is actually about emotions. Emotions are high. I am in the process of uploading my June 2020 color of the month, which is red, and red has got very high energy. Red is like, when red gets out, gets over the top, it's anger, it's frustration, it's overwhelm, it's just, you don't want to be in that kind of red energy, because that's fighting, that's fire, there's a time and a place where we actually really need to come back to the love, right? So emotions are high. So this turquoise blue is saying, heal those emotions, let that blue water wash away the emotions and balance them, right? Then we have the green. Now there's different shades of green in there, and that, there's a new beginnings. Every new beginning, you need this is very annoying, sorry. You need endings, right? So there's new beginnings. With that, there's going to be coming clarity. There's going to be clarity. But also here, there's kind of a deeper green, and that is dead wood. Things that were are no longer. Are dead wood. There's nothing grows from that place. So you just need to clear out. So I'd say clear out the old, get rid of those old stories. Stop telling yourself you can't do things or you're not good enough. It is not true. And what you need to know is that you are deeply protected and that you are worthy of great things, because you've got the gold here. Wear that gold crown, right? See the gold. The gold crown is coming down. And this is really about wealth, wisdom, prosperity, empowerment, power, okay? And you also have it at your feet. So there's something fertile, there's something new coming. Maybe you don't see it when you look down, but it's already here. So I'll read the card in a minute. That side. Then the other card is your tribe. Very, 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 very important. Who you hang around with. Now more than ever, it's really, really important. Yes, I know it. Can you believe it? Twice. But anyway, the tribe, your tribe. Your tribe right now, where you're putting yourself, who you're hanging around with, is extremely important, right? Now, if I look at this tribe here, there's little love hearts. And in this tribe, I feel it's not any old tribe. It's a spiritual tribe. Well, I tell you why. Now, I have not read the card yet, so I'm curious to see what it says. But my reading, I'm reading from the colour, right? I'm reading from the colour part of it. That violet is spirituality, right? It really has got to do with, right now, it would be really important for you to be part of a spiritual tribe, whereby really there are personal development, something to do with like law of attraction, spirituality, personal development. This is really important, right? In there, this tribe is about the healing, because you've lots of green, managing the emotions, raising your vibration. And if you look at the kind of the bottom there, right, the bottom, it's kind of got that brown. And this brown really is about really coming down to earth. But also, when you want to plant something in the earth, you don't plant the seed in crap earth. You clean out all the weeds. I can't remember the word now, but anyway, you go through, you take out all the earth, you mix all the earth, you make sure that the earth is fertile before you actually plant the seed. And the same is true for you. You want to be clearing out everything in your life that is not for your highest good and highest purpose now, that doesn't resonate with your next level of life that you want to create. And so, in relation to what's going on in the earth at the moment, is that we are creating a more of a spiritual world, whereby it is in love, in oneness, in connection, right? What beautiful cards. So now let's see what they say, right? So constant change. The only constant in life is change. What a sweet dilemma. We resist change, yet we seek the way out of our circumstances and crave to know ourselves better. In the face of change, we are excited and expectant. We become a searcher, curious to know the way forward. This card is inviting you to remember that the journey is the destination. It is not where we're going, but who we become along the way. And this really is what I said at the very beginning of this, is that our number one contribution before we take any action is to keep our vibration high and become the highest version of ourselves. And from that place, decide what you want to do, okay? This card, so observe that in the space of all your inherent possibility, you are free. Okay, so this is really, really important. This comes back to what I know to be true. Whatever is going on, your truth is that you have freedom of choice and you are free. And by plugging into that divine source and asking, show me the next step. How can I contribute? What can I do? And you might find that the answer you will get is to go and rest, mind your energy, ground yourself before you actually take action to contribute in some shape or form. Life is change. Growth is optional. Okay? Choose wisely. And so you get to choose every single minute. Sorry, now this is going on again. Every single minute, you are getting to choose how you're being. You are choosing how you're being in every single moment, right? Now, the next card is your tribe. You have found yourself feeling dispirited and misunderstood of late. It is easy to lose momentum when you're around people who don't understand your passions, motivation, and drive. This card is an invitation to surround yourself with like-minded souls who see your greatness and hold you to your highest self, even when you have temporarily forgotten how much your dreams mean to you. So this is why it's really, really important to be mindful. Who do you hang around with and where are you putting yourself, okay? So this is a card, it's an invitation to surround yourself with like-minded souls who see your greatness and hold you to your highest self, even when you've temporarily forgotten how much your dreams mean to you. Where does your tribe hang out? Consider joining a success circle or host one yourself. Bringing compatible people together in support of each other's journey is a powerful and enjoyable catalyst for change. So, with that in mind, now we're going to go straight into the energy and I'm going to see what comes in with this. If you want, you're more than welcome to join my free Facebook group called Ancient Divine Feminine Calling, where we are really in there focusing on, well, at the moment I'm actually working with the Soul Color Personality Blueprint. So you've come in with a soul, with all you are is required for you to thrive and be successful. And so I'm just coming in teaching more on what that means for people who have taken the test. So you're welcome to join. So now let's tune in and see where we go from here. Hi, Helen. So now I want us to take a deep breath in and on the out breath surrender. And I want you to take another breath. And on the out breath, I want you to let go of anything that you're feeling, any sadness. Blow out through divine filter. It's being transformed into pure divine love, light, truth, and wisdom. And it is going back to divine source. So you're blowing out all of the grief, all of the sadness, all of the loss, all of the frustration. Whatever you are feeling, you are blowing that out, okay? Letting it go. It's safe for you to let that go. Now it's going through a divine filter and it's being transformed into pure divine love, light, truth, and wisdom. And now on the next in-breath, I want you to call your energy back to you, your power back to you, through all time, space, generations, multidimensionally, backwards and forwards. It's coming back Through a divine filter, it's being transformed into pure divine love, light, truth, and wisdom, and it's coming back to you. So now we're going to take another breath in, and I just want you to drop into your heart. Dropping into your heart and just feeling this pull of energy from your heart down into your solar plexus, your sacral, your hips, your legs, your feet, down into the floor, through the rocks and lava, and down into the heart of Mother Earth. And I want you to take a breath, and I want you to really anchor into the heart of Mother Earth. And I want you to feel her love for you, her love for your presence, that your soul agreed to be here on this planet right now. And I want you to acknowledge yourself. And I want you to feel her unconditional love for you. And I just want you to notice that you are not separate from anything. We are all one and all. I've worked with hundreds of people, probably thousands at this stage. And what I have always said is, we just have maybe a different experience. We're different faces, different colours, different people, different cultures. But I can tell you, the way I work on the soul, I work on the purity of each human being, and every single human being that I have worked with throughout the whole world, we all want the same thing. We all want love, we all want time, we all want company, we all want prosperity, we want happiness, we want fulfillment, and we want a beautiful world to live in, where everybody matters. This is what we all want to see, right? We want to see, when I win, you win. When you win, I win. It's a win-win. And so this is what we're creating. Guys, this is what we're creating together. Okay? So we have to keep that vision. We've got to keep that belief. We've got to keep the hope. And we've got to keep our vibration high. And we have to keep saying on the 11th hour, this is the world that I want. This is who I want to be. This is what I want to experience. Because when I'm in a high vibration, I contribute to creating this beautiful world for us all to thrive. So now we're going to call in pure absolute divine love of the highest consciousness. We're going to call in pure absolute divine love of the highest consciousness, and we're going to feel this divine source pour down into the crown of our heads, into our mind, into our eyes so we can see more clearly, into our ears so we can hear more clearly, into our nose so we can sense the next step, into our mouth so we can taste the beauty of life and all life has to offer, down into our shoulders. And I want you to release all of the burdens of the world, all of the burdens of anything that you're holding on to that feels a burden right now. And we're going to release. Cancel, clear, delete the story. Cancel, clear, delete the story. Now I want you to feel this divine source drop into your heart. All of our emotions go through our heart. Every single emotion goes through our heart. So I want you to really feel this divine source energy coming in and healing and repairing your heart. Feeling this light now move down into our solar plexus as it's healing our heart and it's melting down into our solar plexus. And it's taking back our power. It's taking back our power of co-creation, our self-worth, our belief in ourselves, our belief in a higher reality. And now I want you to feel that light move down into your sacral, your creative, divine, feminine, goddess energy. And I want you to acknowledge that you are a creator. You are co-creating together this new earth. Now I want you to feel this light move down into your hips, and I want you to heal all of the pain of life. The base chakra is about living. It's about survival. It's about feeling secure. I want you to feel this light going into your hips and rooting out the old programs, the old limitations, keeping you restricted in lack of anything. And feeling the thriving energy move into your hips and down your legs and into your feet, down into the floor, through the rocks and lava, and down into the heart of Mother Earth. Now, just being guided. Goddess Isis literally is here, right? So we're calling in here Goddess Isis. Goddess Isis is such a powerhouse. I'm going to pull a card from her, and actually we're going to do the healing with her, okay? So you're anchoring into the heart of Mother Earth. You are surrounded by divine source. You've got Goddess Isis here with her wings wrapped around you, her golden rings wrapped around you. And she's got the fire in her heart of unconditional love and strength around the whole world, around every human being. Wow, 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 wow. Guys, initiation is what we're getting. Initiation. Spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. Oh my God, this is really, really powerful. We are being tested, guys. We are being totally tested here, but we've got all the beings. We've got a powerhouse of a goddess, the Egyptian goddess of divine feminine. She is responsible for divine feminine. She's the goddess of divine feminine power, okay? So let's see what we get. And I'm going to go straight into the healing of it. So what I want you to do now, I want you to close your eyes if you haven't closed them already, and I want you to lean back and lean in. You are safe, you're held in divine source, you're grounded into Mother Earth. And I want you to become aware of a quite dark space within your heart that is peaceful and vast. I want you to allow your awareness to travel within. So allow your awareness to travel within until you are aware of a light in the distance, far, far away. Travel towards that light and become aware of a great sun shining so powerfully that if you kept traveling towards it, it would surely incinerate you. Despite the great sun's intensity, you feel drawn to its light and power. And you sense a divine presence within it, ancient and powerful. suddenly you feel a sweet coolness, like a breeze fanning over you. You sense the wings of Lady Isis around you, offering you protection and assistance. So Lady Isis is here offering you protection and assistance, and I want you to let it in. Feel her loving gaze and the protective, cool barrier she creates between you and the powerful energy of the great sun using her wings. She holds out a sacred golden plate before you. And upon this sacred place that she has given you, you may place any struggle, pain, grief, question, issue, or concern that you are ready to surrender to the divine wisdom of the great central sun. Just going to be silent for a minute while you do that.